Hello guys, welcome to the small Lugg of Scrutiny. It's first episode with Psyche the music. This is very odd. Just and just for a reminder that this was recorded at Friday, April 30th, of 2021, and I was attempting to have this new video that was supposed to be released at that Friday, but for some reason I couldn't manage to upload it, and sadly enough, I couldn't make this particular video that I wanted to make alongside with this audio recording. But I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with the old thumbnail and then you guys hearing it. But right now I'm managing to work on something else to provide you guys with the audio, and maybe try to think of something else alongside than just keep hearing what I'm saying, and maybe seeing a video that will probably entertain you guys all, So yeah, that was pretty much the time that I had trouble on with just the video, not the audio. The audio was great. I appreciated that this audio stuff was working. Luckily didn't have any issues with the microphone or anything. But I'm just gonna stick with its old stuff for right now. Right now I'm working on something to see what I can do to entertain you than just having you guys to just listen and just be on your way and not looking at anything on my videos on YouTube. Trying to see you guys can really have some fun on me trying to attempt on some YouTube videos. So yeah. Well, so that was just a reminder. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode right now for its first episode that has nothing to do with NANOSCOPIC DROP at all. So have fun and goodbye. Here comes the episode. Alright guys, welcome to the first episode of Small Lugg Psyche to Music. Now, in today's episode, in its debut, I will be talking about music for a little bit and talk about what's the new releases that just came out today, and we'll be having some further announcements right almost at the end of the show to tell you what's next for my videos, and to see some new stuff popping up and adding to my YouTube channel. Just to see you guys enjoy what's on my opinions into anything, an album, an EP, a mixtape. This is just the beginning, and I'm pretty excited about it. So this is really cool. I never thought this year I would really step up my game so far begin my game with this podcast stuff, especially since nowadays the podcast has been growing a lot for a lot of people. I want to be one of those people that luckily have this great following, have this nice little fan base that I can have with people who like wrestling, professional wrestling, music, me reviewing films, maybe TV shows. It could be comic books. I don't know. I just started reading comic books, especially with right now I'm reading with the Jeff Johns 2005 Green Lantern series right now. So I'm halfway there, almost not halfway there to finish it. But right now I'm gonna be looking at the stuff for New Music Friday. And New Music Friday was, of course, new releases that came out, whether it can be any other format, type of album, type of project, whatever, a single, whatever. Right now I'm gonna go search up album of the year to see where's some new stuff coming up today. So the only thing I know there's some new stuff that I will definitely take a listen to will be the Alchemist, This Thing Is Ours. And the Alchemist, one of the most popular producers in the hip hop game, and I have so much respect for him for how he does his stuff. His production is just it's fun, and his samples are oddly choice at times, but that's okay. Or let's see. So what we had here for today for the new releases Friday, April 30th of 2021. We have here's the ones that I'll be really happy to listen to, and one will be Typhoons by Royal Blood, which is this rock duo that I've been making music over the 2010s. I follow them most of the time when they had their debut after they released their debut album, and I was really excited about that. Because there's not that much of rock stuff going on a lot. There's not a lot of interest when it comes to a lot of rock nowadays. I always digged up with like the old stuff from the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, 70s, and right now I'm still further researching about punk, because I wanted to learn what was their energy like down at that time in the 70s. Who pioneered the punk music, who pioneered the sound. I actually went to go see a documentary that talks about the life of and the origins of the Stooges, and I got on to listen to the Stooges. I got to hear their debut album last year, and also their Funhouse album, their second album, but I still hadn't heard one of their what I've heard of their most popular record out there, which is Raw Power, and hopefully get to listen to that in this year, because the Stooges, they're already growing on to me. There's some good songs out there on their self-title debut, but their Funhouse album, that's my first album that I love entirely from Iggy Pop and the Stooges. Those guys were fun at that time doing with those sessions and making those songs. Those songs were wild. Luckily, I even own one. I even own a CD copy. Luckily, that it cost like how much? $5 probably. And it was one of those used CDs. So, and I'm trying to grow my CD collection too. I don't have that much, but in the late 2020, I believe this is where I started collecting some CDs. Just in case if the internet doesn't work, and I won't be able to search up YouTube and go hear some music on Spotify. That's why I always gotta make sure, because sometimes I can't live one day without music. I need music all day. I love music. And so going on the new releases today, which I'm very excited about. What else have I known? I've known that The Alchemist, The Thing Is Ours, which has this collaborative effort with rappers alongside with which I heard that there's Earl Sweatshirt and Navy Blue, Bolty James and Psyche. What else? Maxo and Pink. How do you say Pink Stifu, and another one from Earl Sweatshirt. There's actually 2 songs from Earl Sweatshirt. All right, very short. And I'm seeing the track list right now. So there's 4 songs, and then the rest of the 4 there's just instrumentals of those 4 songs. So, okay, I'll try to do that up. And the artwork of this is really nice. It's very it's giving me that Blue Note, that the Blue Note records, the jazz records that came out around the time in the 50s, 60s, very decades and decades ago. I just love how the artwork of this Thing Is Ours album is really nice. Very classic, very old, Yeah, this is really nice. All right, so so this week's new album's released. Now, this is me searching albumtheyear.org. And albumtheyear.org is where you can find this music, their ratings, the critic scores of any albums. Discover what's next. Some new releases. There's a list, top 10 lists, top 100 lists, upcoming albums. They'll tell you, and before it comes out, it tells you the release date, some news and some community stuff. But right now, so I'm looking at the new album releases, and right now, what I'm trying to look. Oh, okay, Crumb. I believe I had heard one song from Chrome, which I like. They're a rock band, I believe. They're a rock group. Indie rock. I think I heard that they've done some indie rock, psychedelic, dream pop. Oh wow! So they have released an album today, which is called Ice Melt, which I hope I check that out, since I had heard one song by them and I actually put them in my like songs on Spotify. I forgot what was the title of the single, but I know that for sure that I really love that particular single that I can't name right now, so I don't remember. DJ Khaled. Oh, this one is gonna be fun. I've never heard anything. I've heard some few singles of DJ Khaled, and I just thought that maybe I should try out and give with an album, because I never heard any of his albums ever. And I really, yeah, by today, I mean, he already released this. How many? This is his sixth studio album. Let me check right now. Khaled, and it's named Khaled. The latest LP that he just released. So I'm definitely gonna try that out. See if it's good. It's his 12th studio album. Also, he's been in the game for a long time, I guess. 12 studio albums. Jesus. And from the track list, there I see features by Lil Wayne, Jeremiah, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Cardi B, Her, Migos, Post Malone, Megan Thee Stallion, another Lil Baby, and Da Baby, Justin Bieber, 21, Brian Tiller, Jesus, the third, okay, Lil Baby again, 3 times, and Roddy Ricch, Drake. There's actually two Drake songs over here called Popstar and Grease. Oh wow, Puff Daddy will be featuring on this album. Okay, see what he's got to say. Boogie with the Hoodie, Big Sean, Rick Ross, Nas, Jay-Z, James Fauntleroy. Never heard of this guy. Never heard of him. Justin Timberlake. Oh, it'll be interesting to listen to Justin Timberlake. I mean, I just finished his first solo album, the Justified, that had production, I think, with Timbaland and the Neptunes. Mostly I wanted to listen to Justify just because of its production on the Neptunes, and I followed the Neptunes for about 5 years or so, because I really love the production from Chet Hugo and Pharrell Williams. I really respect them a lot. Who else is in this track list? So Khaled. Okay, so they have so they have Brian Tiller again, Her again. Okay, and then Meek Mill, and then there's Buju Banton. Oh yeah, I believe I'm saying that right. Capleton, Bounty Hunter, and Barrington Levy. Okay. So most of these people I've known, and then there's some that I don't. But hopefully this first listen gives me a good impression. Heard that the producers are Cool and Dre, DJ Nasty, and LVM, Kane Beats, Ozzy, Tay Keith. There's not a lot of producers that I've known from here. Just a few. I only know is Tay Keith, Cool and Dre. That's it. Okay, then moving on away from DJ Khaled. Let's see where's some other stuff. Oh damn! I forgot. Flying Otis has a new album, but I think it's particularly for his original soundtrack, because I think he made an anime show, or I don't know if he produced it. It's called Yasuki. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's a new anime show that I think it's exclusively on Netflix, and I think he did a soundtrack for that, an album for the soundtrack. I mean, when I listened to his last album, which was Flamagara, I think that's his name. Flamagra. I think Flamagra. Flamagra. It's a studio album that came out 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I believe, by Flying Otis, and then it really didn't really give me a good impression. I tried to take another listen to it, another listen to the music, but it just wasn't for me. Sadly, wasn't for me. Although I like the Anderson .Paak feature, I really love that song a lot. What else? I'm trying to find the track list for the Yakusuki soundtrack. I don't really know that much about Flying Lotus, but I heard that much. I've only got to like listen to him a few times around 2 years. I don't pay attention that much about him. All I know that he's really good friends with Thundercat, and Thundercat, he's one of the most well-known bass players in this decade right now, and Thundercat is a brilliant bass player. He's really good at singing, But even though I even tried I was really excited for his album that came out also 2 years ago, which was It Is What It Is. I was very surprised that it wasn't on my top albums of that year, last year. It was actually last year of Thundercats. It Is What It Is. I'm surprised that it didn't went on for my top albums of that year of 2020 for some reason. That's okay. Love the guy. He's a good musician. He got a good voice. And very silly dude. He's got some humor. What else? There's something else. Flying Lotus. Yeah. I don't know if I will try it. I mean, especially since I'm like a beginner on anime. I only watch Attack on Titan. I just got into Attack on Titan lately. For like a few months ago. So I'm very beginning. I just finished season 2. I still hadn't jumped on season 3 yet. I'm very slow. That's okay. I'm busy doing this. I'm busy doing this podcast. I wanna have a lot of videos in here. I wanna do a good job here. Try to expand my content. See what I guess. Okay, so let's see some other albums. I've been noticing that one of the I believe last year. Yeah, last year took a run where disco came back into like it was being exposed into the mainstream with Dua Lipa making her Future Nostalgia, which I like the album, and then Kylie Minogue's disco album, Lady Gaga with some of the influence of disco with combination of like dance pop and house, and then there was this lady named I believe her name is Roisin Murphy. She had also released an album last year called Roisin Machine, and the genres are centered with disco, house, and electro pop. And what I believe that I've seen right now and according to Album of the Year, she just released a remix album to that particular. She made a remix album particularly to Roisin Machine, titled Crooked Machine. So I'm gonna give that a try. Let's see if that one is the remix is better than the original cut to the album of Roisin Machine. So I'm definitely gonna give that a try. I only knew her because she was in this particularly in this duo that I've heard before, which was called Moloko, I believe, and they had this really cool song. I forgot what was it called. I think it was called Bring It Back, and there was a particular remix which I really like. It had very disco-esque, like electro pop song. It's really good, especially the music video. It was really fun. Really fun to look at. Okay, what else? So there's Flying Lotus, Roses, and Dropkick. Well, I don't listen to that. Is that it? Let me see. I gotta see more. Oh, Los Retros. Okay. Now I heard of this guy. This guy. I believe I think he's just a one-man band in this artist. And I've been following him from his EP that came out of like 2 years ago, I believe. I forgot what was the title of his last projects, but I just received that he actually has a new album or a new project, I believe, which is called, what is it called? Just Looking Back. So I gotta try that out. I also know that he's I think he's signed to Stone's Throw Records, and I know Stone's Throw Records. You know those. You know that record label held a lot of artists in the independent scene. And there's some very underrated artists out there. You know, there was like Peanut Butter Wolf. And here's a popular one, Mad Villainy. You know, AK with MF Doom and Madlib, RP MF Doom. I forgot what else. Guilty Simpson, I believe. Oh no, I forgot who else is in Stone's Throw. Let me just throw out one. And I believe, and then Quasimodo. There you go, Quasimodo. Alright, now if I'm looking for those retros, let's see. I want to check if it's actually an EP and album, because he's been releasing very short projects. You know, in this short length entirety of its album. You know, it's very short. I want to see this one is very, you know, has a regular timing and duration of the whole entire album, like probably like 40 minutes or 50 minutes. And I can't find it. I think I just go look for it later on. I actually found it. It was I think it's okay. So it's 25 minutes of the album. So it's pretty much as regular. It's like probably the ones from his later EP, from his last EPs. You know, they were pretty short, but whatever. I'll still give it a try either way. You know. So I think that's it. Okay, so so what I'm gonna be listening to. So I think I got 5 things to listen to this weekend, and then the further week, which would be Khaled. I already talked about the Los Retros EP, Crooked Machine, and the Alchemist. This Thing Is Ours, and Ice Melts by Crump. That's it. Okay, before I leave, I have an announcement for review that'll make. I don't think it's gonna be my first review, my first LP review, which will be Kelly Minogue's debut album, released in 1988, called Kylie. And I've been listening to this album a lot lately, so I'm gonna be giving you my opinion and one of my thoughts and the best track on the album. Was this worth the trip? Was it fun? All of that stuff. Whatever I'm gonna say will be in one of the next videos. I'm not gonna promise you guys like when will it be released, but I can tell you that it's coming soon. So we hope to check that out. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Hopefully, maybe next week I might release a video, or this weekend. Who knows? You'll find just ring the just click on the notification bell and you see where's some new stuff coming in. And that's it. Just one album review. That's all I can tell you. Alright, guys. Goodbye. Lugg's off to relaxation. Goodbye.